Hello, hello, Libra, and welcome to your weekly reading for the week of March 24th through March 30th, or whenever you come across this message, it's meant for you. I've already shuffled your cards, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with this week's theme. As you know, the eclipse on the 25th is in your sign, so that means the energy of this week is going to be about you, your identity, your expression, how you present yourself, also perhaps even the way that you look. So you might be spending more time working out or, fixing something that you've been, not fixing, but, altering something about your look, which also Venus is in Pisces, and that's lasting that energy until the 4th of April. So it is a good time to change something about your hair, your style, whatever. So number 17 shows up, Eye of the Needle, intentionality. So we're going to, of course, dig into this and see what it is, but mostly the theme this week for you is going to be about being intentional, which makes sense because the eclipse is happening in your sign, and eclipse put you at a period of a crossroads where you have to make decisions about life themes. So you want to think back to a time of October, November. So the eclipse at the end of October last year, 2023, heading into the energy of early November. So right around that new moon, and I think that new moon was in Scorpio. So whatever it was that you were thinking about back then is tied into this eclipse. And you're going to start, that's where you're at a crossroads. So if there was something going on then, let's say you were manifesting something in terms of work. Maybe now you'll see the results of that. You get promoted or you leave the job and find something else. Same thing if you were in a place of relationship or being in community. Whatever seeds you planted then, now it's up for review. And Mercury is in retrograde on April 1st, which is a period of review. So this is about being intentional with the next decisions that you make and being honest with yourself. Warrior. It reads, warrior, be fearless and stand strong. So whatever it is, shoot your shot, Libra. That's what I'm feeling, right? Like whatever it is that you're looking for, whatever it is that you started back last year, this is your time to really be bold and step into it, right? Wow. This reads the witch, experimentation and rebellion. So this is that energy of like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do something different and I'm going to live a life that's very different than I had before, which is more than likely the seeds you were planting last year because of the energy that you're in now. So, this is a lot about pushing boundaries, being limitless, trying something different. Libras are all about energy or balance, right? So this is probably a time that you're reevaluating that part of you. So 3 of Swords, some of you may be in a situation where you are experiencing like heartbreak, or there might have been third-party energy as number 3 comes up again. So I'm not sure here. This feels like a period of isolation and then the desire to be back in community. So, and then we've got Page of Wands, and that is the energy that we were just discussing, like daring to be different, wanting to do something unlike your past, right? Let me see. Wheel of Fortune. So this is the karmic wheel turning, and you really are stepping into a brand new you, Libra. And, you've had some heavy energy, right? With the last eclipse also having to do in your sign. So this is all about being reborn, right? Figuring out who and what you are, what you want to do with your time. I can't make it up, the Fool card. So the World card, guys, and the Ace of Cups. They want me to keep going here. This is new love. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. So I'm going to put these down because this is fascinating what just happened here. So you go from the 3 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, Page of Wands. So it looks like if you go back to maybe a year before, so 10/22, that time frame. So in October of 22, this would be the time where there would have been like the beginnings of some real heartache. This could have been a breakup, a loss of relationship, partnership, a family member. Something really it changed the trajectory of your life. Something that was eminent back in October of 22. So then we've got October of 23. where you decide, okay, you know what, I'm going to do the best I can to start fresh. I'm going to get back out in community. I'm going to maybe do something different on my spare time, new hobby, new job, working with other people, like being back at it. Not necessarily romantic, but being in community. And then we've got Page of Wands, where you're like, all right, enough of that. I'm going to go on an adventure. I'm going to do something, you know, completely different, and I'm going to see what life's about. So then we get to the energy of this eclipse, and we've got the Wheel of Fortune. That's amazing. The Fool card and the World card. Guys, I got to tell you, I've never seen an upheaval quite like this. Wow, right? These cards symbolize nothing but stroke of luck, like luck and right timing, being in the right place. Like eclipses bring people's energy exactly where they're supposed to be. It's all about divine timing. And to be honest, your very last card is this right here, the Chariot. But we're going to get into it because, of course, I do clarify each of these cards. This is a great reading, honestly. So this eclipse is bringing you a new karmic cycle. You really are leaving an energy behind. And this is about being carefree. It's like the realization that life is a gift, the realization that you have control over your destiny, and you can either commit to being in a place of the past. You can commit to this, right? This energy will always be available, Libra. There will never be a day that goes by that if you want to tap into depression, that depression is going to be unavailable. Unfortunately, the lower vibrational energies are so accessible because the thought form surrounding them, meaning the amount of energy that human beings put into the lower vibrations, is excessive. And so it's abundant. But this energy is abundant too. Not this one. Well, this one is abundant, unfortunately. But this one, the carefree. And it is time for the wheel to turn, right? This is your time to shine, Libra. So in this week, like it or not, there's this wheel turning that's going to have you re-examining like 10 out of 10 things about yourself. And I wouldn't say that with such certainty, except it's right here, because then we have the World card. So the story of the World card is when the Fool starts his journey, he goes through each of the life lessons, right? And then we get to the end of that cycle, and then we start again. So this is also indicative that you might be stuck in a mental loop as well. This came up for Libra last week, where it's this energy of like, and this is normal when you're going through like a dark night, when you are re-examining yourself. It's normal to get stuck in that loop and ruminate on something. And so this is that energy of like, focus on this, not the endings, because you can't have a beginning unless something ends. So, and this is amazing right here. We have Ace of Cups, Knight of Cups, and then we also have the Chariot card. So this is about love. For a lot of you, it is. There's this new energy of love and desire and finding excitement in life again, as well as just being at peace. This is the Knight of Cups. This could be that you are dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This could be that, this does appear that you're dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. There's some kind of emotional bond here. And the Chariot card is all about taking a middle path, looking for like stability. But, well, how should I put this? The reason I say that is because, while it doesn't traditionally mean stability, I will point this out, that the Chariot is spiritually guided, like divine intervention. Things are happening as they're supposed to. The universe is on your side. Happens very, very quickly. But it's also taking the middle path, having some balance. And Libras require balance. So you, with each card here, taking, like, you have the Sphinxes here, the white and the black one. Sorry, Libra, I got in my head for a second. So taking the middle path, remaining in a place of neutrality. Or making sure that you're not, this also can be a card of making sure that you're not thinking in extremes as well. So the Six of Cups shows up here. This is about a friendship as well, potentially, or that you may be thinking about or being in conversation with someone from the past, a friend, someone that, I get this energy that you have unresolved, something's going on. There's something unresolved. So let's check. So I've got the Eight of Pentacles clarifying the Three of Pentacles. This could represent your work, But because we're talking about your identity and we're talking about this energy with the eclipse, I feel like you've just been working on yourself, that you've been working hard and planning what you're going to do, because you are in this phase of life where your identity's shifting. So it's like, all right, you know, let me think about it. What is it that I want to do with my life? How do I want to get there? I see you checking your resources. Some of you could just be checking in on long-term investments, looking at the future of things that you're responsible for. Knight of Wands. Yeah, because you're ready to let loose. You're ready to live life again. There's this need to drive forward and to do something. It's a very strong energy that I'm getting of transformation. The Seven of Pentacles is coming through with the Three of Swords. So it's this sensation of, the Seven of Pentacles is a card of, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is this going to work out for me? Is this ever going to change? Or I've put a lot of effort into a past situation, and now, it's not working out the way I thought. So if this has to do with whatever seeds you've planted, I would say back in October, right? October of last year, there could be some heartache surrounding that, and then wondering if there's a resolution ahead. And I can tell you, based on these cards, it does appear that the wheel's turning, and with the way it's progressing and the Ace of Cups, it looks like it's in your favor. So there could be a situation where the Sun card comes out. That's the best card in the deck. So let me take these because they came out specifically. And the Sun card would be then clarifying the Page of Wands. I've got the Ace of Pentacles clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. That's amazing. Tower card representing the Fool card, but in this case, that's good. I've got Five of Swords clarifying the World, Page of Cups, 10 of Cups, and who's this? 8 of Swords. Okay, it looks like you're really in your head about something. So, looks like what's up for re-examination this week for you. You were working on something, whatever you started back in October of 23. Maybe there was an upset, a recent disruption, and it was something that in your mind, right, was getting you to a place of freedom. Maybe you were very happy with the way things were going. It was like a new beginning. So it might be that there was a new beginning, but we go back to the Fool card with the Tower card. So Libra, I feel like something happened recently with whatever situation it was. It seems like it may have been in love or friendship. Some of you might have started a new job, but this has so much energy in the Cups. So, which is the love vibes, right? So with the Fool and the Tower card coming in together, it's almost like there was a sudden disruption out of nowhere that kind of stood in the way of what you were perceiving to be like, a really good beginning to your adventure, right? And it's like, wait a minute, I didn't expect this to happen. So we have the Five of Swords here clarifying the World card. This seems to me to be like a verbal argument or something where you felt, somebody in this situation felt maybe betrayed, or like they were being dealt the dishonest hand. There's something here. But I will tell you that in this is fascinating. Because I could not make this up if I tried. So the way this is coming through is the Ace of Cups and the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups, for me, when it shows up, it's like maybe if there was a disruption, which clearly happened, this is an apology. So, take it how it resonates. You might be owed an apology, or you may need to give an apology. Again, the water sign shows up. Again, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And the Page of Cups is, it's a more naive energy as well. So there could be that someone in this partnership or situation is maybe not as experienced, or I don't know. There's this energy here of a more naive view of things, right? And it could just be excited, like new relationship energy. But there's the opportunity here for a resuscitation, so to speak, of what was going on. But you've got the Eight of Swords with the 10 of Cups. So I almost feel like, Libra, you're thinking, well, I would really like to do this, but I don't know if it's possible, right? I don't know if I can do it. You're in your head about it. And the story about the Eight of Swords here is going to be like they're stuck in their head. They don't recognize that there are other options and there's a whole world of possibility behind them. Because you see, what's happening when you are trapped in your mind is that you're missing out on the 10 of Cups. And that is what comes up for review. It's almost like, what are you holding on to and where is that leaving you? Because the Knight of Cups and the Chariot card together signify that you're headed towards a more emotional, this is more of like a connection. Well, actually, let me see how these came through. I made a mistake. So I think this clarified like this. It's one way or the other, Libra. At the end of the day, these all came through where this looks like there's a mending of the fences, so to speak. That's what's happening. So let me keep looking at this a little bit more, because it really boils down to there was a disruption in whatever situation you started back at the last eclipse, right? So October. Then that disruption, which appears to be in relationship, which appears to be what you had been seeking, Six of Pentacles, partnership, something balanced, to someone to meet you where you are. It seems like all of that was going well, sudden disruption, and then in the head, like in your mind about, will this pan out? So based on the cards here, it looks like there's opportunity ahead, but there has to be conversation. What came out here? Ace of Cups with Seven of Wands. Wow. So there's an energy here of there is opportunity for love in your life. There's an opportunity for healing. There's an opportunity for advancement. But depending on how this resonates, either you have to fight for what you want or you're going to have to stand your ground. And both might be true, right? You might have never been expressive enough in relationship to say what you really needed. And perhaps this time you're up to reevaluate that. You may have, Libras tend to always be very kind and nurturing and wanting to people please. And oftentimes that prevents Libras, because I'm a Libra moon, it prevents us sometimes from being able to say what's exactly on our mind. So it's this energy of, you tell me what you want and then I'll, see if maybe I can't come to an agreement. Like both people are afraid to say what's going on. Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck, stuck in their head. And it seems like that's showing up twice for you. King of Cups, again, the water sign shows up. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And this is someone who is very nurturing, kind. This person could be masculine or feminine, depending. But because it's the king, it is somebody who has, maybe they are older than you. They could be older than you. They could be more mature, more spiritual, or not more, but maybe more than other people in your past. Not necessarily more than you, but it could be. That's what it's coming across. What else do we have for Libra for this week? Oh, I love this card for you. And then we have the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is telling you to take a second look at things and to step back and switch your perspective and look at more than just the, yes or no angles, right? Is there more than one way to tackle this desire, this project, which is really just the evolution of you, Libra. That's how it's coming across, right? Because with the Witch card here, the advice here is experimentation, rebellion. This is like, get wild, go do it, right? Whatever it is, live your life. This is a universe. I keep saying it. This is about you, and you have to live a little, right? You can't be stuck in this Three of Swords energy, because then you hold yourself back from obtaining the sun, the brightest star that's available to us. That energy is available to you. It really is. And I see here that transformation can feel, exhausting, but it looks like you're steady progressing and you're contemplating. There's a contemplation here of like your next steps. And Spirit, the advice here again was the warrior, right? Don't let anything hold you back from what you want, because this is eclipse season. And when you're feeling something deep down, that like desire, I really want to go towards, it's because you're supposed to, right? If you're fighting an energy, like if you are making yourself not do something, or if you're making yourself do something, that's not the alignment that you seek. You want something to come to you more easily. Oh, fascinating, Libra. I couldn't make this up. This comes out number 11. So 11 is the number of Libra, first of all. It's also a master number. And I say it's because it's the number on the Justice card, 11. So this is about you. First of all, this is 1. 1 is about self-identity. This eclipse is in your first house. Justice card shows up, balance, right? Representing you. But this is also, when it shows up as a master number 11, there is like double the energetics supporting you in your transition. And whatever is supposed to happen for you is happening. And there isn't much you can do about it. So the advice from Spirit is to sit in it and just evaluate what's happening, take advantage of a fresh start because it's available to you. And, you know, recognize that you're not, like, the problem with this card can be when this comes up as your shadow work, it could represent that there's an addiction that you have to break. But generally, the addiction is to sorrow. The addiction is to loneliness. The addiction is to separation and being stagnant, being in a loop. And, you know, look at that. This person has all of the knives in their back, right? They're dead. This situation, this person that is depressed and sad and lonely, it can't get any worse for them, right? So, I mean, you're welcome to sit in this energy, but the shadow work says you don't need to live in this life. I mean, look at the 2 options available to you. This is where you are for good reason, right? I mean, this happened, whatever this was. And then it seems that this happened on top of whatever happened before that. It's a lot going on. So let's see, how will this energy transform for you? This reads shielding, protecting, and grounding, number 4. It seems to me that as you are dealing with literally the eclipse, which is showing here, releasing a loop, releasing the past, rebuilding yourself, identifying your future, a lot of it's going to have to be based on you grounding yourself in hope, grounding yourself in possibility, grounding yourself in the idea that you deserve a life that looks like this versus this. You've had this energy for long enough, and you've juiced that tower moment for all you can. There's nothing left to it, Libra, and you can feel it, right? Deep down inside, you feel that gnaw for the World card, right? You feel the 10 of Cups. You feel the Ace of Pentacles. And Spirit says, go for it. Go all of the way. Just maintain a positive outcome, or outlook. Know that you are creating a foundation for yourself that's going to be for your best and brightest. All right, Libra, thank you so much for watching. And if you have not already, please feel free to share, like, subscribe. It definitely helps my channel grow. And remember that we're just all stars from the sky with feet on the ground, doing the best we can with the information that we have. So be kind to yourselves and each other. And may the magic that we weave and the words that we speak bring healing to all those who seek it. And until next time, Libra, shine brightly and have a great eclipse season.